Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be testing out some new makeup. I have some new products from Huda Beauty, Juvia's Place, and Colourpop. I don't think there's really anything else, and if not, you'll see throughout the video. So if you want to see what I have to test out and how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So the first product I'm going to use is actually a moisturizer, and I've heard of this brand before, but I've never used their products, I don't think. And this is the Belif the Truth Cream Aqua Bomb, and I've heard really great things about it. I got a small sample from Sephora, and I just really want to try a new moisturizer. Okay, so it's actually more of a gel consistency. I thought it would be like a cream, although it does say Aqua Bomb, so it actually kind of makes sense that it's not very creamy. Ooh, it smells really good actually. But I read somewhere that moisturizers that have scents are actually bad for you, and you should try to find skincare that doesn't have any scent added to it because it's better for your skin. So this feels really hydrating. It's supposed to increase hydration. I'm gonna keep using this and let you know how I feel about it. It actually feels a little sticky, which I find that gel moisturizers tend to do that to me. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. I already have my eyebrows done and my lids primed, and I'm gonna go back to the face later because I wanna let my skin soak up the moisturizer. But for the palette today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Neon Pressed Pigment Palette. This is the orange one. Out of all three, this one caught my attention the most. I don't know why, I love orange as a color. Like, it's one of my favorite colors. So I'm super excited to try this out. Plus neon's so in right now. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. First of all, the packaging is super nice. It's actually plastic in comparison to like her other palettes. I have one right here. The other Obsession palettes. This is the Emerald Obsessions. This one's cardboard and it has like a magnetic situation here. This one is different. It's not a magnet. It's actually like a clasp. It's plastic basically, but I love the packaging. But Huda Beauty eyeshadows have like one of the best formulas I've ever tried, so I can't wait to try this out. Let's see what look I come up with today. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, so this is gonna be interesting. Oh, this is so exciting. I love playing with new makeup, as you can see. So I'm first gonna go in with this shade right here, the most magenta hottest pink, and that's gonna go in the crease. I'm gonna really pack on this color and blend it out with a fluffy blending brush, but like a small one so that it doesn't go too far up into the crease. But next color I'm gonna take is this orange one right here. I am in love with this color right here. Oh my gosh, this is probably the reason I bought this palette in the first place, besides the one right next to it. I love orange so much. I can't even. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade right on top of the pink and just build it up and blend it in the same way that I did, just to create more color in the crease. The last shade I'm gonna put in my crease is this lighter orange shade, which I'm also like obsessed with, and I think it's just gonna look really nice as like blending the two colors together. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my crease, and I need ultimate concentration on this part. So I'm gonna take this shimmer orangey shade right here, and that's gonna be the first shade I put on the lid. Okay, so I'm gonna spray my brush with some setting spray just to make the shimmer shadows a little bit more pigmented. So I think it's more of a topper, so I'm actually having to go in with the matte orange first, like the more like light orange than I used on my crease. So I'm having to pick it up with my finger because it's just really not picking up on any brush that I have. It is more of a topper. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought this shade would be like super opaque, but it's really not like at all. As you can see, it swatches better than what it like does on my lid. It's so strange. All right, so let's see if this pink shade that I was gonna take is opaque or not enough to put just by itself. And no, it's definitely the same formula, so it seems to be a topper. So I'm gonna put this light pink shade all over the rest of the lid just as a base before I put in the glitter. So I am testing out a new foundation today, but I'm gonna go ahead and prime with my ultimate favorite primer just to give the foundation a fair shot. So I don't have any primer to test out today. I use a mix of two primers, and this is the red one jelly pack. I'm gonna put that on first. This is literally like a jelly consistency, but I feel like it turns into like this sticky stuff that leaves my foundation on all day, and I absolutely love it. Then I go in with the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. This just blurs out my pores and it like leaves a perfectly blank canvas for my foundation. I basically only put it on places that my pores are large or that just need extra help. Basically my nose and my cheeks. Like right here. For foundation today, I'm testing out the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. And this is in the shade Cebu? I don't know. And it's 610. And I don't know if this is gonna be a good match for me. I bought it online like a long time ago, and I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing reviews and blah blah blah, but I'm so excited to test this out. I love finding a good foundation. I'm usually not a matte person. I prefer more of a dew. So let's see, this would be interesting. So this is the packaging. I really do like this packaging actually. A lot of people didn't, but I find this really interesting. I don't know, I don't have a foundation that's in this packaging. So this foundation comes with 1 fluid ounce and it is $20. And I actually think that's pretty affordable. I'm gonna use a sponge with this foundation on one side of my face and a brush on the other just to see how they apply. I usually prefer a sponge. My current favorite sponge is this one from Juno & Co. And oh my gosh, it is their velvety sponge. So this foundation claims to be full coverage, and it actually says apply product with a wet beauty sponge or synthetic makeup brush with a sweeping and buffing motion all over the face. I'm just gonna take a scoop of it, and right off the bat I can see that it's not liquidy at all. Like any other foundation that I own that's pretty liquidy would like slip off my fingers, but this is not budging anywhere. So I'm just gonna apply this right here. It seems to be an okay color. I'm just afraid to apply too much, so I'm just gonna take that for now and use the sponge to buff it out. I'm not giving you guys a finger, I just still have foundation on it. So right off the bat, I don't know if you guys can see how much that covered. Oh my gosh. That covered so much. You saw how much I put on, and this entire side of my face is super covered. Like all the acne scarring I had, oh my gosh. It covered it so well. I do love me a good full coverage foundation, but I'm just a little nervous that it's gonna cake because I don't like that kind of feeling. I really like that it feels like nothing's on my face though. Like literally it feels like I'm applying nothing. So I'm gonna take a couple more little drops and put it on this side of my face. I probably put too much. Oh my gosh. It really feels like a little bit goes a long way. On this side out, I'm going to use a Morphe Y6 brush. This is one of my favorite foundation brushes, but I only use it with select foundations because, I don't know, I don't like them with all foundations. Like, see the streaks it's giving? I think more full coverage foundations, just, you don't need a brush for them because they end up looking a little streaky. I might end up having to go in with the sponge just to make sure it doesn't streak everywhere. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back in with the sponge. I definitely don't like this foundation with the brush at all. So forget that, not doing that, sorry. So far I'm really liking this foundation. I am noticing that this side looks a lot smoother and better than this side, even though I went over with the sponge. Because I started with the brush, I think it's just, it doesn't pick up the product correctly and even it out and like buff it in correctly like the way a sponge does. So for concealer, I am also testing out the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer, and it comes in the same kind of packaging. This is like a big tube of concealer. It's like fat, it's not tall, so it's like almost the same size. It is the same size as the foundation pretty much, but it's like fat. It's like the fattest concealer I've ever seen. This actually seems like it's gonna be really light on me. This is the shade 23. Right away I am reminded of Tarte Shape Tape, which is one of my favorite concealers. This is definitely the same kind of applicator that it has, so yeah. Our Magic Creamy Radiant Concealer smooths and cancels out dark circles, blemishes, and skin imperfections. I'm gonna go ahead and apply, whoa! I'm gonna apply the concealer the way I normally do. So I kind of do like, sometimes, I've been doing a little less concealer than like I have in the past, because sometimes I feel like it's really cakey. But I like to brighten the under eye, so that's why I get like really light shades. But this one I think is a little too light. I should have gotten shade maybe darker, just maybe one shade. So far, I like how this part is over here is smoothing out and blending, but I don't know. I don't know if I put maybe too much foundation, and with the foundation under the concealer, like it's just gonna be too cakey. It's definitely full coverage. I'm noticing that it's taking like a lot longer to blend out than like most of my other concealers. I don't know if it's because it's a thicker consistency. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder, and this is in the shade White Sands. Pretty sure they only have a few shades anyway, and this was like one of the lightest, so definitely right up my alley. First thing I noticed about this is that it's like really small. It comes with like the little sifter like a lot of setting powders come with. Oh, it exploded on me. I'm just gonna pour some on my cap and just look at the texture of it. So what I noticed is that it's not as finely milled as like other setting powders, but it feels really nice and smooth on my finger. Tapping out my brush and I'm patting it in. I really do like how it's setting. My under eye bags are gone. So I'm gonna take the same shades I took on my crease and put them under like on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take the dark magenta shade first. Next I'm gonna take that peachy orange shade. And lastly I'm gonna take that like lighter orange shade. I'm just gonna take that on a really small brush just to blend out all the harsh lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on bronzer off camera because I don't have any bronzer to share with you guys. So I have a new blush to test out as well. This is the Colourpop blush sticks in the shade 25-8. Not sure if that's, I think that is the shade, right? 25-8. And it is a stick blush. I really should have put that on before I set my face, and I'm not sure how it's gonna do with this like foundation that's so matte. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. Ooh, that is a pretty shade. It feels very creamy. Hopefully it's blendable as well. Ooh, it does seem like it's really blendable. I think I'm gonna grab a brush and put it directly on the brush and see how it applies like that, because this foundation is so matte, I'm so scared. Ooh, that works really well actually. Ooh, I love the shade. So this applied so beautifully. I'm really impressed with it. I think it looks really pretty on the cheeks, and it applied beautifully over the matte foundation. It didn't really get stuck to the powder that might have landed on my cheeks or anything. Super happy with that. I actually don't have a new highlight to test out either. So before I put on some lashes off camera, I do have a new mascara to test out. I always put on mascara before I put on lashes. It's just the easiest way for me. I did get this as a sample with my points at Sephora. This is the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. I'm a huge fan of the Better Than Sex mascara. I love it. It's one of my favorites. So I'm excited to see how this one compares. This is the travel version. Obviously, it's not the full one. But I heard the full one's like really giant. And yeah, it's super cute. I like the packaging though. Even for the small one, it's super cute. This reminds me actually of the Too Faced of the Better Than Sex one, except there's a lot less product that's stuck on it, because like I remember complaining that like that was always a thing. I don't know, but there was always too much product stuck on it, if that makes sense. So let's see how this applies. So right off the bat, I can tell that this is really dry. It's like a drier mascara. It reminds me of the formula of the Hourglass mascara. I think it's called Caution or something like that. I really like that mascara because I like the wand, but I always felt like it was so dry. I don't know about this mascara so far. I'm not feeling it, and I'm wondering if it's because like the trial size is a little different. I'm gonna go put on some false lashes off camera. Okay, so for the inner corner, I'm gonna take this like lime glittery shade, and I think that that's gonna make a nice little pop of color. I wonder if this is also a topper though. So we'll see. I might have to use my finger. Definitely much better. Oh, that looks so pretty actually. Alright, so I have some new eyeliners to test out. I did buy the Colourpop cream gel liner, and I got like the whole set of them, so I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I am going to go ahead and swatch them all for you guys. First one is this green one. This is called Electric Daisy. They feel super creamy, just like the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. So the next one is called Exit, and this is the white one. Super white, but I think I still prefer my NYX Jumbo White Eye Pencil because it's just so much more creamy and white. Then we've got this pink one, which is called Insomniac. It's super electric. I love it. And then we've got this yellow one, which is called CRSSD. No clue what that means. Am I out of the loop for something? Ooh, I like this one too. Lastly, I have the orange, which is called Unit Z. Ooh, perfect. I love it, and I think that's the one I'm gonna use. I have one more thing to test out, and this is also from Colourpop. This is the So Juicy Plumping Gloss, and this is in the shade Roundabout, and I'm super excited for this because I've heard really great things about this gloss. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's so perfect nude. This is like a little messy and hard to apply. Definitely feel the plumping effects. And I love the color, but it is so sticky. Like I can see, like if I move my hair slightly and it gets on my lips, it's gonna be stuck there and it's gonna be gross. And I hate that feeling. I hate it. I hate it. So if you don't like sticky glosses, I would definitely stay away from this. I don't even know if you can see, but it's sticking. Oh, I don't know about this, but I really like the color. So I think like if my hair is up and out of my way, like I don't see why I wouldn't wear this. It's too sticky for my liking. Let's go through everything. The eyeshadow palette I really like. I just wish that the shimmer shades were a little bit more opaque and not like a topper. You can barely see them. They're very transparent and you definitely have to put color under. I'm liking the way the foundation looks from far away. If you come up close, you can definitely see my texture already. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna wear throughout the day. And the concealer looks good as well as the setting powder. Like everything looks good. Like they meshed really well together. I really like the blush from Colourpop as well. Liners are also really nice and pigmented. I think they go really great in the waterline. As you can see, the orange looks really good. Curious to see if it's actually going to remain in the waterline. I really like the colors. I think that neon's very in right now, so Colourpop is doing a great job of staying with the trends and stuff. And I think that's everything that I had to review. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!